Hey team, okay, Coach Christina here, and I wanted to share with you exactly the process that I went through to develop that video that I posted on my like page, as well as like how I got the idea and for the free group that I'm running. Because I know a lot of the times people, and I know I went through this too, that you feel like, oh, I don't know what kind of free group. I don't want to do a clean eating group because it's boring. I'm tired of doing clean eating groups. I want to do something different. And you just don't know like what route to go through. That's where I was. Like I knew I needed to do free groups. I kept hearing it over and over and over again, like do a free group, do a free group, do a free group. And it's like, where do I start? And like, how can I make this work for me? So I don't remember who said it. It might have been on the National Wake Up Call, or maybe Jazz, or no, Karina. I don't know. So I heard it from somebody that to do a free group based on what you need help in, right? So that whole concept of Jazz doing her 5 a.m. morning group because she needed help with, I know, I got it. Hello. It was from Karina and Umbe's team call recently, a couple weeks ago. That's where it got it from. Karina had said it. That Jazz did her 5 a.m. group because she needed help and accountability getting up at 5 a.m. for her workout and to get her day started. So she created a 5 a.m. group. And so that whole thought was in my head, like, okay, I need to do a free group. I need new leads. I need new people to talk to. I need to build this relationship with my clientele and customers and all that. So like how or where or what, do I want to do a free group on? So I kept going back and forth, like, should I do a mom's group? And I just didn't know where. Well, this morning, and this will come to you at the most randomest time. This morning on my walk home from dropping off Aiden at school, my 7-year-old, I listened to, and I do this every single day that we walk, and even on the car ride home if I drive. So I listen to a podcast, and I have like 8 or 10 podcasts lined up on the podcast app. So I just press play, whatever pops up, unless it's like the National Wake Up Call that I need to listen to. And so this podcast came up from one of my favorites, because it's on my list, it's called Mom is in Control. The podcast about parenting, about business. It's kind of like a Chalene type of version, but she's very like vulgar and explicit at times, very down to earth, very raw, very real. It's nowhere near the production that Chalene has. Chalene's very professional and all that. This is like more of a raw, real podcaster, which I love and connect with. And plus, I'm open-minded to listen to a whole lot of plethora of stuff. So her podcast came on, and it was about, she was interviewing this woman that is a nutritionist, and that her specialty or her expertise right now is about sugar detoxing. And so let me just show it to you so you know how to do it. Well, okay, so I shared it with my challengers. It wasn't our assignment for the day. And so I basically said, and at first I just thought about sharing this with my challengers, that it's going to be an accountability for us. And I'm always like looking for more ways to improve challenge groups and just make them more interesting and share knowledge and education. So this is what I had posted this morning. I posted this in the Challenge Tracker app, but I wanted to make sure you saw this because I also have a Facebook group that is there for my long-term customers and challengers when I started doing challenge groups on Facebook. They're also on the app too. So that sugar is the root cause of almost every single health issue, including weight gain. Sugar is highly addictive. It's more addictive than heroin. My job as a coach is to investigate resources for us to educate ourselves so that we can live healthier and fulfilling lives. I try my best to be a role model for you, which is the best accountability for me to not backslide. AKA I was dropping hints for my challengers that by becoming a coach, you put yourself at another level of accountability. So also join as a coach. I just try to put little pointers or little tidbits in there. So today, let's dig in and educate ourselves. Listen to this episode. It's a free podcast, Mamas in Control, episode 164, Winning the Sugar Game. iPhone users, Android users do this. Or here is the link for the iTunes link. So this is what it looks like for those of you that want to look it up. It's an amazing, amazing podcast. Like I said, I really love it. She's just like hilarious. So it's Mom is in Control. So if you want to look it up, you can look it up. And it was this latest one, number 164, Winning the Sugar Game. So that was that. And then I went to my women's group, our mom's group at my church. And then during that group, it like hit me. I'm like, I need to, and I explained this in the video, that I need to give myself another level of accountability. And plus I know there's people out there that want help. And hello, this would be a perfect free challenge group, because I am not making up this stuff for myself. I basically went to the person she interviewed, her website, Winning the Sugar Game. It's a free 7-day challenge. I'm going to have my people sign up for this if they want, or I'll just be posting videos, daily videos, and using this daily challenge as my guide. So the point is, so I signed up for it. I'm getting the emails. If they want to get the emails, they can choose to. Like, I'm not making it they have to sign up. It's if they want to or not. Her recordings are very lengthy, and it's like most people won't have like the 1 hour to listen to her recordings and her trainings. So I'll just kind of like summarize it and go Facebook Live in a free group. So that's where you saw me post this. I went live. I didn't have a script. I was just basically talking with what I felt that I needed to talk about. And for you, some might not be comfortable doing that. You may want to like jot down some notes and, like some sort of script for you to follow. And that's perfectly fine. So this is what it was. And I named it Outsmart Your Cravings. How did I get that name? Okay, so guys, I am not this creative genius that just magically pops out of these like winning headliners. So I'm a Fabletics person. I get Fabletics. And when you order a Fabletics subscription, you get subscription to magazines every time you place a Fabletics order. One of them that I got today in the mail after my women's group, before I made this video, before I went live, is this health magazine. And take a peek. What is the headline? Oh, it's over here. Outsmart Your Cravings. Hello, this is how I get my headlines, my captions, my eye-appealing stuff, eye-appealing words from my posts. I look at magazines. The experts have already done the work for us. I find titles and headlines that catch my attention that I'm like, ooh, I want to know more about that. I want to know how to outsmart my cravings. So I stole, if you want to call it that. I stole that headline and used it as my own. I named it, it was for my live video. And I've been getting like tons of traction on it. I've already gotten some messages from people that wanted to do this. And I'm like, okay, let's just go for it. This is just, it's going into place. I didn't have anything all planned out and beautiful and like well thought out. I am just going with the flow with this. And so I made this live video, titled it Outsmart Your Cravings, talked about the 7-day detox that I'm going to do, inviting people. And I told them that I signed up for the 7-day detox. It's not my content. I'm following somebody else's content that's more of an expert than me. And you can do the same too. You can find something that inspires you, that you want to work on, and then just invite people to do it for you or do it with you. Okay? Don't make this harder than it has to be. You don't have to feel like you have to create all this amazing award-winning postings and thought out process. Like, no, find somebody that already did the work and make it your own. Like, remake it. Say it in your own words. Explain it a little differently so that it's clearer for you. And if it's clearer for you, it's also going to be clearer for the people that follow you, because they're following you for a reason. Okay? Good night, honey buddy. I love you. Mom duties. Okay, so after this video was done, and then I had went to go pick up Aiden from school, and we took our time. We had to go do some errands. And then I came back and I'm like, okay, I saw that it was getting traction on my post. So I'm like, okay, I need to boost this. And then I saw when on my phone, when you have a like page, it notifies you when its post is doing really well. When people are clicking on it or listening to the video for a lengthy time. And it gives you tips like you need to boost this post. Basically, it encourages you. Plus, Facebook wants you to spend money on ads. So when I saw, I'm like, oh, I can add a button for people to sign up, and like, hello, that's super smart. It can easily be done on Google Docs, and that's what I did. I created this Google Doc. Outsmart Your Cravings Challenge. That's what I'm calling it. It's a 7-day sugar fighting challenge. Private community support with me. I need help controlling my sugar craving and giving into temptation. I'm super pumped to have you do this with me. Simply fill out this info below and I'll add you to the Facebook support group. Basic info to collect: email address, name, their Facebook screen name, because if I can't figure out who they are, then I need to know. What time of the day, and I just asked some random questions related to this. What time of the day do they crave sugar the most? Do you consider yourself a stress eater? And why did you decide to do this challenge? This is just for me to allow me to get a foot in the door to ask them further questions via private message. Hello. Like, how cool is that? Like, these people are going to do the 7-day challenge with me. Some of them I have never had contact with. Some I have. And how many people have already signed up? I've already gotten 5 responses, and I think not all of the people that have liked or commented on that post have done this info sheet or Google form. So let's go back here. I know some people wanted to know how I added the captions. Okay, so this is how I added the captions. I went to my live video. I went to edit post. As soon as it loads up, did I not click it? There it goes. And so, I added some video tags. So if people search, they will search for this topic, then they might come across my video. There's a captions tag. I put US, and then it prompted me to edit the captions. And so you click on that little edit captions button, and it's going to take a little bit to load up. It's so cool. I am like so glad. I always saw the videos. I'm like, well, how do people do that? How do people edit? I knew I wanted to Google it to figure it out, but this is so easy. Facebook makes it so easy for us. And basically I just had to go in, listen to my video again, edit it, because I jumble and words get mixed up. So just in order for it to be clear, I edited the captions and I deleted some. You can totally customize this. There's part of the videos that I just deleted the captions altogether because I'm just talking like how I talk, and it didn't make sense to add in the captions. And plus I realized that I say a lot and which I need to work on. Always a work in progress, right? And that's it. Save to video. I'm just going to press cancel because I don't need to update anything. And then came down here and it adds a call to action button. Well, actually that wasn't there before. how I added the call to action button was when I boosted the post. So right now I boosted it for $10 for 2 days. So because I wanted to get the maximum reach over the 2 days as possible. And plus $10 is usually like my cap on an ad. I don't run ads very often, but when I do, I want to get the maximum. Plus it's doing really, really well right now. As you can see, the organic reach is this light colored. I got 733 people to look at it, and paid is 335. So it's doing very well so far. And who knows, if it's doing really, really well by tomorrow, I may like bump it up for another $5. We'll see. And yeah. So when I boosted this post, it gave me the option to add a link or a button, and I added the button that says sign up, and I put in that Google form, which I shortened to a bit.ly on bit.ly.com. I'll show you. Let's see. Hold on. So right here, I put bit.ly outsmart cravings, and you can just, it's free to do this. You just go to bit.ly or bit.ly.com, and you can put in your long link, and it will shorten it, and you can rename it and stuff. Super, super easy. And that's it. Like, that's how I added the captions. That's how I did the sign up process. And so the next step was to create the Facebook group. It's super easy to create a Facebook group for my 7-day challenge. You go down here, create, and you just click on group, and it prompts you how to create a group. You name it. You have to add at least one person. I added my husband. I always add my husband first. Plus, I always add him in just in case I get locked out or blocked from my account. Richard is always in my groups. I always make him an admin, so in any case that I can log in as him and still get into my groups and post in my groups if for whatever reason I'm on like in Facebook jail or whatever. And so let's see if I can pull it up. Okay, close this. So here it is. Here's my group. I created this border. I went on canva.com. You can create a design. This is free. I created a Facebook, not event cover, Facebook cover. Click on that one. And let's see all my designs, because it saves them. That's the cool part. Like, you can go back and edit it and redo it. So this is the cover that I did. And this image right here, I just Googled sugar addiction, and I liked this one. I saved it. I uploaded it. See, it's right here. This was what it looked like. This is what it looked like at first. Came in here, edited it. Canva gives you templates. Hi, honey. Are you going night-night too? You just woke up. Okay. He screamed in the mic. Sorry, guys. Mom duties. Okay. Created this cover, updated it, or added it to my group that I created. Added a description. I'm going to upload the files from this 7-day challenge. Right here, she has a resource. I'm gonna, of course, give her credit where this is all coming from. I'm not gonna claim that it's my stuff. I'm just gonna be like, you can, and I'll share the link too. You can sign up for this yourself if you want to go through the website yourself. I'm gonna post the resources in this group. It's always like, I'm not gonna claim that this is my idea. I'm following somebody else's expertise, FYI. So that's it, guys. I'm going to run the 7-day group starting on Monday. And yeah, that's basically it. That was the process of me creating a free group out of some place that I needed help in. I hope that this was helpful for you. and that it answered a lot of your questions, made some things clear, the process on how I determine how to run or what topic to run a free group on. Like I said, you'll find inspiration from different ways. And if you feel like you need help and support on something, then that's just a clue that somebody else needs help and support in that. So you be the leader to create the group, to create the foundation, find somebody else that had already done the expertise, that is the expert in that area. And you just be like the messenger for the group, another voice, you know. And this level of accountability for yourself, I know for me that it works this way, is that it gives me that push to like go full out, to go full into this and not baby myself, you know, like to put myself at another level. And that's growth. You know, that's you learning to grow at your own pace. And I'm going to share, like, I'm not expecting myself to be perfect. Like, I'm going to try my hardest to like stick to it, but perfection, I'm not perfect, and I'm okay with that. And so should they. So I'm going to be that kind of accountability person, that kind of accountability coach. Plus, in the meantime, it's giving me more people to chat with privately, to ask more questions, to get to know them more. So if anybody wants to join my group, hey, join my group. Just follow the link, join in. You'll be given an email to join this group. Okay, guys, that's it.